Bonamassa and Clapton. This is Further On Up the Road. It's a CVT guitar lesson. And this is for Ray. And really cool song, back and forth between the two players. They both have tones, man, that like when you hear their tone, you know that's the player. I'm a little partial to Joe Bonamassa's tone, to be honest with you. Real thick and rich. Now this is, like I said, this is like about 10 pages of back and forth soloing. In the verses, it's like a 1-4-5, so it's, you know, the basic like, but they're not really doing that. The bass and drums are holding it and he's singing, and intermittently you'll have these little fills. Okay, so coming in, this actually, you wanted the live version, so it's in standard tuning, and the live version comes in at 1:20, 3G hammered to 4, and watch the fingering in the tabs. I won't get so into them on the video because when you have the tabs, you can mess with them. There's not just one fingering, so I put the fingering on the parts that I thought were pretty important to use. You'll see when you get your tabs. 3 hammer 4 on the G, 3-5 on the B, and then 3-3 on the B and E together. Okay, down, hammer, down, up, down. It's this. It's a cool old school riff. Okay, so you'll strum it again, and rest. 5D, and then 5GB. I would just shift the third finger down like that rather than lift it and reapply. It takes too much time to do that. So 3GB hammer to 4G. So it's a cool one too. So and then the 5D to the 5GB, back to the 5D. So that's a shift, you know, down and back up. Back to the 3GB, but this time he does like some trills, some hammer pulls to the 4th fret on the G, to 5D, 3D, rest, 5D. 3 E and B. 5D, 5GB together into 4G, 3B. So these are all intermittent though, so it's like a little riff plays, and you pull out, and then the next one comes in. So really what I suggest, Ray, is kind of take maybe a 15-second chunk off the video and work on the riffs over them and rewind it and go back over it, and then grab another 15 seconds, whatever you feel like you can retain the best, you know. There's just so much going on intermittently, like I said. At 1:27, we have our next timestamp, and it's just double stops, which means you're barring the 8th fret on the B and E, sliding to 10, back to 8s. So it's 5 on the D, palm mute, 3G, slide to 5, rest, slide back to 3. Sounds like this. Oops. Right? This is a quick palm mute. Rest that palm right in front of the bridge, right there. Not up here, it'll choke the note. It's gotta be back there. 5D, 5GB, 3GB, hammer to 4G. You're gonna find also throughout a lot of similar riffs, repetitious riffs, maybe one note changed in it. So, and that's one of them right there. 132, we've got 13B, sounds like this. You're going to bend it, whole step, which is 2 frets, stop the note, come back down, go 11G, 11B, 12G, 10D, 8D, hammer to 9. So chunks, sometimes you want to take 3 notes, make that your subgroup, take the next 3, make that your subgroup. 135. It's also in some of these riffs like a swing feel. You'll see in the tabs, we're not dealing with exact counts, so it's left up to you to try and bring those pieces together rhythmically. But a pause I just use as a line in your tabs. So 3-6B, 6-3 BE, and do a half step bend on that. 5E, 6B half step bend, 3B twice. So it's a cool run. And bending in blues is real common, and not just whole steps, half steps, sometimes 2 steps, 2.5 steps on a couple of these riffs coming up. That's the 135 timestamp. Then you're going to go pre-bend release pull off 5G to 3. So we're going to bend it first, pick, release it, pull it off to the 3rd fret. So put the 3 fingers down. 5-3-5 on the G. No, 5-3 on the G. 5D, 3-5. 3G hammer 4. And then go 3-3 BE down up. It's another good subgroup. 6B, 3-5 BG, 5D, 3G hammer 4. So that run goes. It's killer. I'd use that 3rd finger and shift upwards. And that's the end of the intro. Okay, so section 1 comes in at 143. We're going to go 5 D and G twice. 3 hammer to 4 G. This is important because I think this part is if I'm not mistaken, where Bonamassa is singing, and this is basically the verse, section 1, and it does go back and refer to this section several times. If this is the part I'm thinking of, I think it is. 5G, this is a timestamp 147. 5G bend, 3rd finger. 3BE, down up. 6-3B, down up. 5G, down. 3B up. 3G, just shift the index up. Half step bend. 5D. Slow, it's. Okay, we can move on. Page 3. 3D. And timestamp 150. 5B, 6E. I'd use 3rd and 4th. You don't have to, but if you don't, I'd go 2nd, 3rd. Bend it a half step to 3EB. I like to use the middle to help bend, and it stabilizes it a little. So 5DG down up. 5-3-DG, half step bend the 3. So it's 154, 3D hammer to 5 twice. 5D to 5GB. 3GB hammer to 4 on the G. There's that 3rd time I think that he's used that. Right? Where he goes down up 5-7G, this is 158 in. 6B half step, 7G, that's another good subgroup. 201, 5D to 3GB, down up. And you're going to do the same thing, but go to 5GB. And that's down up, so it's 3GB to 5D, rest, hit it again, so it's, wait, here's, by subgrouping it, you'll find that the beat will start to come together. But like I said, you may need to pull up the video and listen in on that to get that stuck in your head. Section 2, 205, we've got 5D to 3GB, hammer 4. Okay, familiar stuff again, right? 5D to 5GB, 5D to 3GB, hammer 4G. So that's, it's cool. 220. We're going to go 5 on the D, 5 on the B. And take the pick, do the D, middle finger on the B, so hybrid picking. We're going to pluck them basically, or pluck the B, pick the D. And you're going to go slide to 7, Wait a minute, my bad. Same concept, but 3rd fret, slide into 5th. Slide to 5, you're going to do it twice. To 3s. Okay, then back to this again. Like the start of section 2, so that's the same. 220. 5D, 5B. Slide to 7. To 6s and 5s. 223, 5D, 3G. 5G, bend, release, pull off to 3. Twice to 5D. So it's... As a matter of fact, section 2, that might be the actual verse if I'm not mistaken, because I remember it had the... and finished off with the... That is done 2 times. Then the solo comes in, and this is Bonamassa taking the first solo. For the most part of this, I put B or C, so you know whether it's Bonamassa or Clapton, but they're all time-stamped, so you'll know where to match them up. 8E bend, 6/8 EB, 8 vibrato, 6E bend, 14/12 D and G down up, 12G vibrato, 14D. That sounds like this. Oops. 251, 14D, 12/14G bend, 13/15 on the B. So it's and experiment with fingering on that. You want to go maybe even use the middle there. Okay, this part I love. 11, this is an arpeggio. 11B, 12G, up, up. 14D down, 12G up. So it's... Then we can go to page 4. 11B, we're going to bend, and then don't bend it. 12G vibrato, 14/12 DG down up. 12G vibrato, 15/12 G, 12 vibrato. 255. We're going to go 14D, then 5G, slide to 7 with the middle, vibrato, go 8B, 6E up, so it's 8E, 8E, pre-bend release, pull off to 6, 8E, so it's oops, pulled it off the neck. 8/6 on the E, 8B, that's down, up, down. 8B vibrato, 6E, half step bend. 257, 10th fret E, step and a half bend, rest, release. In other words, that bends to this. And then go 8/10 on the E, and then 8 pick, hammer 10, pull 8. To 8, so that's 8/10, 8/10, 8. 11B, half step bend, 8B, 10G, 8B, 11, pull off to 8 on the B, to 10G, 8B twice vibrato. So it's 10/8 GB, and then you'll go 11B with the pinky. Up 8E, down 8B, 11B, 8E, 8B, so it's 11 hammer to 13B, vibrato, down, up, down, 11, 13B, 12G, so you got this. 11 hammer 13, slide 15 on the B. 3 notes, picking only the first one. 13E, 15B, step and a half bend, rest, release. So it's 13, 15, 13, hammer 15, pull 13, 15, 13 GB twice, 1517 GD, 15E. So let me take it from that step and a half bend. It went 1815 on the B, 17G, back to 1815B, 17G bend release, so it's 15G, 17D, 15EB, slide. Here's that run. Oops. Okay, page 5. We're well, when we finish this page, we'll be halfway done. 309, here's Clapton coming in at 15B, step and a half bend. Stop the note, 15B. Oh, use first finger on that. Then go 15B, 17G, 15E, or 15G, half step bend. So it's on the D string, 17, 15, 17. On the G, go 15, 12 hammer, 15, pull 12. So 15D, 12G. That sounds like this. 15, 12 DG, then go 15 DG, bend the 15, and then go 12G, 12 GB, slide. 314, we're going to palm mute 17 on the D string to 15G, 17G bend, 15 down up BE, 15 18B bend, 15E vibrato. So it's this. 1815B down up, 1715G,